question is, Dave, how do you or any coach overcome a talent deficit over the course of a full season or even within a game?
Good question. You can tinker, but to run out trick plays or special things over the course of a long season, the players aren't going to buy in. They're not going to believe in that stuff. So it's more about what you want to be about and trying to do it night to night and occasionally run some disruptions. You know, you might shadow or hit in the backcourt a trap, translated, or come out in a zone after a timeout or, you know, some of those kinds of things. But you can't trick them in the NBA generally. Everybody kind of knows what everybody else is doing and the tendencies, and there's more video than there has ever been in technology.
Yeah.
But I think you got to catch some nights where you're catching a team at a tough night. You need to know that that's their 4th and 5 nights, and you haven't played that. That's maybe one you target as a team that's struggling with their record to pick one off there. Some of those kinds of things. Just keeping the morale up so that you can play out the whole season. That's where you trip and fall sometimes into some wins.
What do you think, Jason? Where do you find edges?
You got to have a lot of timeouts.
You get extra early.
You get extra. You got to lobby for a couple more timeouts. You know, I think that's when you try, you know, your system. When you try to believe in the system and get the guys to believe in it, and you put guys in different situations, and everyone's going to fail. But I think when the coach can show that he can fail and stand up and get right back up and be a positive, I think guys can start to buy into that. And you look at Miami, Spo, I thought did a great job. You know, they started off slow and then flipped it around and ended the season. Those guys started to believe in being a team. And when you don't have the Golden State roster or San Antonio's roster or Washington's roster.
I like it, Jason. Yes, Washington's roster. Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
You have to, you know, you got to compete. You got to get the guys to buy in that they got to play hard. And if you can do that, that can put you in a position to win some games.
I think Jason makes a good point. You can't guarantee wins in this league, but you can guarantee losses if you don't play hard. So if you can play hard every night, and that can be your culture. I know when I took over Washington, I didn't know much about the team, but I wanted to establish one thing, that we're going to play hard every night. So when you play us, you know that you're going to have to play well to beat us. But if you play hard, you can play against any team in this league. And that's what we try to establish to do as coaches.
You know, they started out a little slow this year, and I'll never forget when we went to play you guys. You know, Sashia Jones, one of the young ladies that works for him.
She's my boss.
Oh, I can see that.
Sasha's my boss.
Yeah, she's a great girl. So I'm walking into the ring. We're visiting for a few minutes, and you know, the one thing that she brought up, I asked, "How's Scotty doing?" She was like, "He's fantastic. It doesn't matter. We can lose, we can win. You know, something can happen, and he's just right here." He's so good to everybody, and he's so positive that it makes everybody want to be here. And, you know, I don't know why they started, because it's slow, because I wasn't watching. Obviously, it's newness and all that other
Injuries.
stuff. That's why. But
shooting in the first month.
But, you know, to hear her as an employee say that about him as a head coach, that was, you know, obviously refreshing to hear, and you can understand how they survived that early speed bump. You know, it's about staying. But another guy, in my opinion, that's been fantastic, not great or not good at, fantastic at, is Brett Brown. Yes. I mean, he's been put in such a tough situation in Philly. You know, every time I go in there, he's, "Mate, how you doing, mate?" You know, he's chipper, and you watch him coach on the sideline. It's positive, and he brings energy. I don't know how you can do that for as many years as he has, you know, losing all those games.
He's been phenomenal.
Also,
unwavering the whole time. Yeah.
He's redefined you know, what it means to overcome, you know.
No doubt.
And that's a credit to him, obviously, and his approach. And but I think that's part of it. I mean,
yes.
You could be making progress and losing, and if you just base everything on losing at some point, you may get the one like Dave's talking about in a 4 out of 5, but when you lose those next 4, it can beat you down.